All right, today we're going to talk about fall prevention. Now, this includes slips and trips. OSHA reports that slips and trips or falls cause almost 20% of all workplace injuries. So, slips and falls do not constitute a primary cause of fatal occupational injuries, but they do represent the primary cause of lost days from work. So a study by the Bureau of Labor Statistics in 2002 found that 22% of slip or fall incidents resulted in more than 31 days away from work. Now, according to workers' compensation statistics from ITT Hartford Insurance Company, falls account for 16% of all claims and 26% of all costs. And this compares to 33% of costs associated with sprains and strains. So nearly all falls or slips have one or more of these factors as a cause, either substandard walking surfaces, surface contaminants, footwear, or the walking style of the person. Proper housekeeping and lighting of working and walking surfaces can prevent most slips, trips, and falls. Sometimes surface contaminants can be very difficult to recognize as a hazard, and once a hazard's noticed, needs to be cleaned up to prevent any risk of injury. Now, wearing the proper footwear for whatever the weather conditions are that you're operating in, as well as the surfaces that you're traveling on, is important to prevent slips and trips or falls and to reduce fatigue. There are some incidents that can occur on walking and working surfaces. Trips occur when an obstruction catches a worker's foot, causes him or her to stumble forward. Tripping hazards include power cords, equipment, uneven floor mats, unseen or unexpected objects. These tripping hazards should be picked up and put away after every use, and when they're in use, to be aware of the danger that they can pose in a walkway, such as an electrical cord strung across a sidewalk or something of that nature. Slips occur when an individual slides along smoothly, causing a loss of balance. Slipping hazards include wet, icy, greasy, or soiled floors or ground even. People need to wear the proper foot apparel that's appropriate for the job, such as perhaps steel-toed boots or composite toes, slip-resistant soles. Use absorbents to clean up any spills, especially if it's oily or corrosive. Falls occur from an individual descending freely by the force of gravity. A fall can happen from any surface higher than 4 inches, such as ladders, hydraulic lifts, large equipment, elevated walkways, ramps, platforms. Falls may also occur into or through a hole. The majority of falls occur from heights less than 10 feet, so safety precautions need to be taken even at lower heights. Now, our standard for being tied off is 6 feet. General industry standard for being tied off is 4 feet. So, safe practices for individuals, let's talk about these quickly. First of all, utilize handrails or grab bars in areas where there are stairs or changes in elevation. Do use 3 points of contact when you're mounting or dismounting equipment. 1 hand or 2 feet, or 2 hands and 1 foot. And that includes trucks as well when you're getting up on trucks for unloading particularly, or getting down. In wet and icy conditions, take smaller steps. Try to ensure your torso stays balanced over your feet. Use slip-resistant matting or provide textured surfaces in potentially wet areas. Minimize distractions to remain alert to hazards and avoid carrying bulky items that block your view. Remove obstructions from travel areas such as extension cords, power cords, hoses, boxes, or tools, and then stay alert to parts that are projecting from machines or equipment. This is one of OSHA's Focus 4. We've talked about it before, this is part of the series that we're doing right now on OSHA's Focus 4. It's the last of the 4. So do pay attention to these things particularly because they are some of the things that occur in our business that cause some of the most injuries. So thanks for your time.